Hi everyone, welcome back to Pharmacology classes by MSR. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe for the latest updates. In this video, I am going to provide you information about methods of casualty assessment. What is casualty assessment? A person is being developed with an adverse drug. So what drug he have taken? So really the adverse effect is developed only because of the drug taken or not. So that particular relationship is being studied by this casualty assessment. So casualty assessment is nothing but the assessment of a relationship between a drug treatment and the occurrence of ADR. What are the objectives of casualty assessment? So as we have discussed in the previous slide, it gives us a relationship between the drug used and the adverse effect that is developed. So this casualty assessment gives us a signal that whether the drug is safe to use or not, whether it causes any adverse effects, we can have a better ratio of benefit and harm ratio, and it plays a major role to evaluate the ADR report, and it can give us a warning signal whether to use or continue that particular drug further or not. So the casualty assessment can be done by three methods. The first one is expert judgment, which is also termed as global introspection, and the second one by using the algorithms, and the third one is by probabilistic methods, which is also called as Bayesian approach. So the first method is expert judgment, which is also called as global introspection. So as the name indicates, expert judgment. A person who is expert in that particular area or in that particular field are selected as experts, and they will do the judgment whether the ADR is developed because of a drug or not. So a person who is judging this, he will judge it upon his own knowledge, right? So it is a process in which the expert will judge whether the ADR is because of the used drug or not, right? So in this process a single expert can be involved or a multiple experts can be involved. So as I told, depending upon their knowledge, they will judge that particular drug. So this expert judgment can be done by two methods. One is Swedish method and the second one is WHO organization method, which is monitored by Upasala Monitoring Center. By using those criteria, it can be judged. The first method under the expert judgment is Swedish method by Wilholms. So according to this method, they are considering certain factors to evaluate whether the adverse effect is developed because of the using of that particular drug or not. So those factors involve the temporal sequence, the sequence how the ADR is developed, the previous information about that particular drug, the relationship between the dose, the response pattern of the drug, rechallenging the particular drug again, alternate etiological candidates, and using of some other drug along with that particular drug, concomitant drugs. All these are the factors they are going to consider before they judge the event. So they are dividing the events or classifying the events as probable, possible, or unlikely. So because of the classification as very short, the ADRs may be wrongly evaluated. So that is the limitation with this method. Coming to the second method under the expert judgment, the WHO World Health Organization, which is monitored by Upasala Monitoring Center assessment criteria. So according to this criteria, they are having four different criteria. The first one is the time relationship between the drug use and the adverse effect. When they have used the drug and when the adverse event is being developed. And absence of other competing causes. It may be the other medication use or the disease condition of that particular patient. Apart from that, the de-challenge and re-challenge. De-challenge is nothing but the response to the drug withdrawal or dose reduction will be checked. So whatever drug they are terming to be caused a particular ADR, that particular drug will be decreased with the dose and used again. That is, that particular dose is been decreased or that particular drug is been withdrawn. And the second one is re-challenge. again re-administering the same drug, that is re-challenge. So these are the four criteria to check or judge the casualty assessment. The time relationship between the drug use and the drug event, adverse effect, absence of competing causes, de-challenge and re-challenge. So according to this method, the adverse events are classified into various types. The first one is certain. So we have seen four different criteria, right, according to WHO. So if all the four criteria are met, then we term it as certain. Only first three have been met, then we call it as probable. If only first criteria is met, we call it as possible. And when criteria A and B are not met, we term it as unlikely. So apart from this, the other categories of ADR according to the WHO are unclassified and unaccessible. Unclassified or conditional is the adverse event which is requiring more data, whereas unaccessible or unclassifiable is nothing but the information is not up to the mark or contraindicated. Then that type of IDR is called as unaccessible or unclassifiable. For further information on this ADR type, certain, probable, possible, unlikely and unclassified and unaccessible, which I have already explained in the previous slide. So I have listed out certain assessment criteria. You can go through this slide. So the second method in casualty assessment is algorithm, whereas the first one we have seen, that is expert judgment. So algorithm is a problem specific flowchart with step-by-step instructions to arrive to the answer. So in this we will have a list of questions, a questionnaire will be given. So we have to give the answers to that particular ADR event. So then we have the assessment of the ADR. So it gives us a structured and standardized method for the casualty assessment. So this assessment will be done on certain factors like time or onset of ADR, sequence of the events that has been developed, previous drug effects, history of that particular drug, and de-challenge and re-challenging of that particular drug. So in present scenario, no single algorithm is accepted as gold standard because of the disagreements exist between various algorithms. So the other algorithms are WHO Probability Assessment Scale, Naranjo ADR Probability Scale, which we have seen, European ABO System, Kramer's Algorithm, Karch and Lazanga Scale, Bayesian's Probability Approach, French Imputation Method, John Scale, Spanish Quantitative Imputation Scale. So all these assessments, they will take into account what is the relationship, temporal time relationship, what are the alternative causes that is possible to cause that particular ADR, what are the previous reports of that particular drug, whether anything is documented, what are the responses to the de-challenge and re-challenge, and what are the blood levels of that particular drug. So here is Naranjo algorithm example. There are few questions which are listed out. So depending upon the yes or no, they will be giving that marking system. So if the total marking is greater than 8, the adverse drug reaction is definitely because of the use of that particular drug. If it is between 5 to 8, it may be probable condition. If it is 1 to 4, it is possible, and if it is less than 1, it is doubtful that the drug adverse effect is developed because of the use of this particular drug. And the list of questions were like, previously any report has been developed because of the use of a drug, any adverse drug reaction is developed after suspecting of this particular drug, whether the patient has developed similar reactions for any other drug. Like this, there are few questions, 10 questions I have listed out. So depending upon the total score, the condition can be identified as definite, probable, possible or doubtful condition. The third method of casualty assessment is probabilistic or Bayesian approach. So the casualty assessment of probabilistic method is done by prior probability and posterior probability. Prior probability is calculated from the epidemiological information, from a wide source of information, like from a huge population. Whereas a posterior probability, it combines the epidemiological information with the present evidence or the present area that has been developed. So this method allows the simultaneous assessment of multiple causes, and this approach can be implemented as a spreadsheet on a paper or on the system. So it calculates and provides instant numerical and graphical feedback so that we can evaluate the suspected area easily. So, in Bayesian's approach, the Bayesian Adverse Reaction Diagnostic Instrument, BARDI, Bayesian Adverse Reaction Diagnostic Instrument is used. So, what it does is it will calculate the odds in favor, like particular drug is causing that particular ADR we are saying. So, what may be the other causes to cause the ADR that are being considered to calculate the pros, that is posterior odds. So here PSO is nothing but posterior odd factor is calculated by using 6 other subsets, like which involves the patient history, timing of the adverse effect after the drug administration, what are the characteristics of that particular adverse effect, what are the we will check according to the drug rechallenge and drug rechallenge. So posterior odds is calculated with the other likely chances of causing the ADR, which includes the patient history, PRO, LR, which indicates the history of the patient, HI, again LR, the other chances. LR here it is other chances, likelihood chances. TI indicates the time of adverse event after the drug administration, and CH indicates the characteristics of adverse event, DE indicates D challenge, and RE indicates the re-challenge.